to be talking today about library anxiety and how to get students into the library to help them have an easier time graduating from college. So, library anxiety is where students feel hopeless, frustrated, and they feel the lack of competency to use the library resources or even the services. A lot of students suffer from this, and as a result, so do their grades. But we as a university can prevent this for our students from having real life library anxiety. When I was a freshman at Northeastern State University, I was overwhelmed with the transition to a new school and picking out new classes and finding out where everything is on the campus, but mainly learning how to time manage. Also, I never went to the library until I was a junior, and the only reason I went in there was because I got a student and worker job there. The reason I never went in before was I felt nervous that I would do something wrong in there, and I didn't really fully understand how everything worked because the library is 3 stories tall and each floor has a lot going on, so it's just really overwhelming. After working at the library, though, I figured out that it has a lot of resources available that most students don't even know about. Even though every freshman has to take a course on campus that has a tour, um, the library tour, it just doesn't go in depth. So a lot of the students don't really know what we have to offer, and they don't know how to utilize the library to the full potential. So, as a recent graduate from NSU, I know about the firsthand struggles that students face when going through college. This is why I propose the university should have a library day for the students so that they know what all we have to offer. There is a class at NSU right now that freshmen have to take, and it's called University Strategies. And the class is designed to acclimate students into college life. This class is useful, but only to a certain extent. They teach about college, campus life, and how to get involved in campus activities, but they taught very little about the library and the way it works. The information that they gave is extremely useful to an extent, but you need to know more than that. You need to know more than just college life. I don't know, to get a diploma. It is vital for college students to know how to use the library because it is such a major part of earning a degree. Working at the library has shown me that very few people truly know what they are doing in the library until after the library staff shows them. While students, while having students is what the library staff and student workers are there for, I know that the fear of not knowing what to do in the library keeps students out. Library anxiety is real and reoccurring happening within the lives of college students and affects more people than we think. If we showed the students how to navigate through the library and utilize what it has to offer, they will be more comfortable when coming in the long run. I truly believe that showing students how to properly navigate through the library will help the percentage of students who graduate. We as the library staff are able to help students in more ways than we'll ever truly know. Sometimes all it takes is a little push in the right direction for a person to feel comfortable utilizing the library and all its resources. Here at NSU, it is common for professors to assign students in their class to use a piece of material within the library, whether it be a specific book, put on a 2-hour reserve time limit, or simply just a book held within the library. So it's extremely a common request, so it's really important for students to know how to actually do that. We get a lot of students who come in lost and not really knowing what to ask for, so we have to fish for answers, but eventually we figure out that they're just looking for an item from their professor on the reserve. With the information learned from this day, they should have a pretty good idea on how to get information at the library, but had they went through a mandatory library material information day, then they wouldn't have any anxiety or confusion about having to find these materials. In my opinion, one mandatory library information day would be extremely beneficial not only to the students but the overall university graduation percentage. How the library information day would work is that students would go on a tour of different stations within the library. there are different departments here that specialize in different things to make the library operational. So it's important for students to know which department to talk to in order to get what they need. So an example of what the day would consist of would be meeting with librarians at their station. They're typically located on our third floor. And another thing is to get to know the collections and learn to find the items within the library, um, which there are different collections on each of the 3 floors, so it's important to know where to find an exact book because there are different collections, so it's important, or you might never find it. Another important thing for them to learn is how to navigate through the library website. So this helps students so they can access any of our books by looking at it on the internet, and we have computers so they can search for that on the first and second floor. We could also just give out handouts to show what all we offer, such as computers, printers, laptops, movies, anatomy models, telescopes, cameras, rulers, calculators. We even do interlibrary loan, where you can check out books from other libraries through the NSU library. The students really seem to like when we have snacks and drinks for them, so we could also do that for them on the library information day. Students need to know from this library information day is that each floor is designed for so they're able to utilize each one to its fullest potential. They need to know that the first floor is where our information desks are located so that if they have any questions they can come and ask anything and we will find the answer for them. The students also need to know that the library offers tutors for free. We have a math and writing tutor that work at night and on the weekends. We have a Spanish tutor that works during the evenings, during the week. So if a student has any class that deals with these 3 subjects, then there's no reason for them not to have an A in that class because we have the tutors, and these tutors have actually been recommended from professors on campus, so they're actually really highly trained and know what they're doing. So in order to eliminate library anxiety from this university, then we have to have a library information day to make sure that each student is informed on how to fully use the library and get their college degree easier. Thank you.